What does it mean that Riley spent the whole night talking to some other guy?
Well, it could mean Riley's not interested in you anymore.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney Channel couples who definitely broke up.
You know, I had this terrible dream where my boyfriend turned out to be the son of my parents' evil nemesis. Oh, wait.
For this list, we'll be looking at romantic pairings that started on the network but likely ended off-screen. Since we'll be referencing significant plot points, beware of spoilers ahead. Do you ship any of these couples? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Digbert, Dickie Smalls, and Maddie Rooney, Liv and Maddie. This pair has a lot in common. Both of them are athletes with big aspirations and competitive spirits. However, the fact that they're similar doesn't necessarily mean they're compatible.
Okay, I thought you'd be a bit more supportive.
I have been so supportive! More than you!
This isn't really making me want to stay,
Then
Maddie.
go!
I will!
Maddie and Diggy each have dreams which require them to leave their hometown of Stevens Point and very likely will require separating from each other. In fact, Diggy's tendency to go abroad is the reason why the couple went long distance before breaking up in the past.
Happy New Year, Diggy. Diggy, are your lips frozen to the screen?
While he agreed to go to New Orleans with Maddie to build houses, we're not sure he'll be satisfied there. Over time, it's likely the two will drift apart, but maybe Maddie could reunite with her old flame Josh.
You like me. How cool is that? But prepare to be crushed.
Number 9. Cece Jones and Logan Hunter, Shake It Up. This is one romantic pairing we just can't wrap our heads around. As teenagers, Cece and Logan couldn't stand one another.
Anyways, my speech is gonna be really funny.
It's interesting. I didn't know insert funny joke here was such a crowd pleaser.
It's all in how you tell it.
Their antagonistic dynamic gave us less boyfriend-girlfriend vibes and more brother-sister vibes. They even almost became step-siblings for crying out loud.
Damn, our sister wakes up a little grumpy, doesn't she?
Stepsister? Speaking of which, it's only 10 steps to the front door. Why don't you take them?
Despite their lack of chemistry, the episode Future It Up revealed that the two frenemies got married and have a kid named LJ. But will their union remain strong? Although it might sound pessimistic, there's no guarantee they'll stay together forever. Their clashing personalities might eventually lead them to call it quits.
I know I've said this like a million times, but I'm gonna say it again. I still can't believe those two ended up together.
Number 8. Philip, Phil, Rupert Diffie, and Keely Teslo, Phil of the Future. These two are so cute together that it's painful to think that they could ever break up, but it's doubtful that Phil and Keely's relationship will last long term.
Here, look, whenever we're apart, you think of the salt, I'll think of the pepper, and we'll know that we're supposed to be together.
That's why you were meant to give me my first kiss.
After teasing the couple throughout the series, they become official right before the title character leaves for the future. While saying goodbye, Keely makes a suggestion that Phil waits for her.
Really? Because, well, you'd be really old. But that shouldn't matter.
Even if we ignore what a lengthy wait it would be and the fact that there would be a huge age gap, there's another issue. Before Phil went to the past, Keely likely lived a full life without knowing her boyfriend existed. Their union could completely change the timeline. So, it's probably best for all reality that they just remain as friends across time.
I want to be your boyfriend. I mean, your friend. It's a boy, a guy, no guy friend.
Number 7. Riley Matthews and Lucas Fryer, Girl Meets World. As fans of this show and the original Boy Meets World series, it breaks our hearts a little to include Riley and Lucas on this list.
You've been thinking about this too?
Yeah. Yeah, I think about it all of the time. But we always said that the most important thing was that nobody got hurt.
Their relationship parallels Corey and Topanga's. Riley is the Matthews family member around which the show revolves. Meanwhile, Lucas is the Topanga-esque love interest. However, it feels as though the younger couple is missing some of what Riley's parents have. Plus, their romance is a bit hampered by a whole love triangle.
How would you like to be called?
A girlfriend.
And how would you like to be
The
called?
girlfriend, equally as much.
Lucas has a hard time choosing between best friends Riley and Maya, and we can't help but think he wasn't 100% sure about his choice. If you ask us, a lengthy relationship needs a foundation that's a little less messy.
We have to make some decisions.
We have chosen to completely forget about this. He's in my room!
You have to make some decisions.
Number 6. Troy Bolton and Gabriella Montez, High School Musical franchise. While this is one of Disney Channel's most iconic couples, we're betting on the fact that they split up.
You got your boys, Troy. It's okay. So we're good.
Their relationship has been full of drama from the start, and when the going gets tough, Gabriella always seems willing to call it quits.
I'm a lot better at goodbyes than you. Had a ton of practice.
We don't blame her because she's always been focused on her personal goals. On the other hand, Troy seems chronically unable to live without her. As a prime example, a big reason he goes to University of California, Berkeley is because he can be closer to her. We think he'll come to realize that he needs to figure out who he is without Gabriella. In time, it might be best for these two to go their own way.
What am I supposed to do? I gotta leave, but I miss you.
Number 5. Casey Cooper and Brett Willis, KC Undercover. There are a lot of things about this relationship that makes us think it's not endgame. First, Casey and Brett develop feelings for each other while undercover as a couple. That factor alone makes us question whether their romance is genuine or if they're just caught up in their act.
Of course I liked you. Hey, we'll always have our missions and froyo and dates with your dad. Come on, Casey. You know this isn't personal.
Well, speaking as a girl who's tied up in a barn, it feels pretty personal to me.
Since both of them are spies, it's likely they'd have a hard time ever trusting each other fully. Brett even straight up kidnaps Casey at one point. That alone might be a deal breaker, but things escalate even further.
What'd you do? Crawl out of a hole to come insult me?
No, I didn't come here to insult you. I came here to kill you. Babe.
Although they reconcile on a mission, we can't imagine these two being successful as a long-distance couple. The fact that he's barely present for a chunk of the show proves our point.
Well, I mean, at least Ursula will report that you've been eliminated and you can go start a new life.
Yeah. I hear Canada has great bacon.
Yeah.
Number 4. Allison Sunny Monroe and Chad Dylan Cooper, Sunny with a Chance.
You know, some silly award shouldn't get between us.
I totally agree. That's why I ordered a recount of the votes for Best Tween Show.
You did what now?
It's safe to include this couple on the list since their breakup in the show seems pretty final. Their love-hate dynamic is honestly intriguing, and while we don't deny that they have chemistry, these two actors definitely aren't compatible.
Okay, who does she think she is to tell us that we can't like each other? Okay, if I want to like you, I will.
Yeah, and if I want to like you, I will.
Yeah, if I want to think that you have pretty hair, I will.
And if I want to think you have sparkly eyes, then I will.
Sunny despises Chad's self-absorbed attitude, which is basically his defining trait. In fact, his selfishness is what eventually drives them to throw in the towel.
You know, I can't be in a relationship with someone who always puts himself first.
Oh, I did this for us, okay?
No, Chad. The only us there is now is between you and this award.
After the breakup, Sunny indicates that she still has feelings for Chad, but we doubt her unresolved emotions are enough to rekindle this romance. They are just too different.
Sunny, don't do this.
No, just go.
But I just...
Chad, there are no second chances this time. I'm sorry. You won the recount, but you lost me.
Number 3. Teddy Duncan and Spencer Walsh, Good Luck Charlie. Spencer is a character beloved by fans. However, his relationship with Teddy definitely leaves something to be desired. Their history includes jealousy, indecision, and even infidelity.
Hey everybody, can you dig? Spencer Walsh is her two-timing pig.
During the course of the show, they break up multiple times. To be fair, their romance is pretty realistic for teenagers, but that just reinforces our theory that they won't stay together in the long run. After all, not everyone ends up with their high school sweetheart.
Spencer,
I know I don't deserve it. But is there any way you can forgive me? We can just start over?
The on-again, off-again couple reunite in the show's season finale and agree to continue dating during college. However, we're guessing they'll separate again somewhere down the line.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to see each other. You know, as friends.
Yeah, as friends.
Number 2, Mitchie Torres and Shane Gray, Camp Rock franchise. Don't get us wrong, we were rooting for this couple when we first watched the Camp Rock movies. But in hindsight, we don't think they'll work out in the end.
I mean, what were you thinking?
I was thinking, wow, wouldn't it be nice to have a little fun?
So you're saying I'm not fun?
Why do I even keep trying?
Off the bat, Shane exhibits all the toxic traits you might expect from a pretentious celebrity. There's no guarantee he won't revert to his ways if he continues to climb as an artist. That's not to say Mitchie is innocent either.
I really thought you were different. But you're just like everyone else. You wanted to be friends with Shane Gray, not me. Tricks on me, huh?
Throughout the first movie, she completely lied about her background to fit in. There's no telling if she'll pull a similar stunt if she and Shane become paparazzi fodder. While the two artists appreciate each other's musical prowess, their flaws might spell doom for their relationship.
Well, guess what? This is me trying to save something that I care about.
So am I.
Really? And how's that working out for you?
Not so great.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Miley Stewart and Jesse, Hannah Montana. Miley has many romantic interests over the course of the series. Her on-again, off-again boyfriend Jake is definitely the most memorable.
Does this help?
A little bit.
Meanwhile, Miley's childhood friend Travis won all of our hearts in Hannah Montana the movie, but all signs point to her ending up with Jesse, and not Jesse McCartney. The character in question only appears in a handful of episodes.
Yeah, I don't really work with her anymore. She kind of, messed with my head.
I didn't mean to. Well, I wouldn't mean to if I was her. Which I'm not, obviously. I mean, and who would want to mess with a head that's covered in such attractive wrapping?
Despite the fact that he's Miley's love interest at the end of the show, Jesse has little impact on how the series wraps up. And there's no telling if they stayed together after she chose to reveal her identity and attend college. Since Miley ends the series with quite a full plate, we're not sure there was much room left for Jesse.
Call me when you get to Paris, Kay?
You're the one going to Paris.
I knew that.
I'll see you in a few months.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.